Morning to one and all present here. Today we are going to discuss The Rivals by Richard Brinsley Sheridan, the prologue and Act 1. This Rivals was premiered in the theatres in the year 1775. It comes under the genre Comedy of Madness, and the setting of this particular play is Bath, England. The themes that are being dealt in this play are love, marriage, deception, and social norms. The play plays a series of misunderstandings and romantic entanglement between characters of different social standings. Beginning with the overview of the play, the purpose of this prologue introduces the play's tone and theme, direct address to the audience. The prologue suggests the play will blend humor with social critique, and the verse that is written in is in the theatrical dress. The prologue is essential for setting the tone of the play, as it establishes the rivals will blend the entertainment with a satirical look at society, particularly focusing on human follies related to love and courtship. Mockery of sentimental comedy. Sheridan pokes fun at the sentimental comedy that were popular at the time, promising a more grounded, humorous approach. The prologue is filled with wit and invites the audience to laugh at the absurdities of human nature. It directly addresses the audience, creating a connection and setting expectations. Prologue's role in mocking overly sentiment comedies and setting up the rivals is a robust and witty comedy. Act 1. The Act 1 takes place in Bath, English as a fashionable city, and where the upper class often met to socialize. Key characters are Captain Jack Absolute, his father Anthony Absolute, Mrs. Malaprop, and Lydia Languish. The setting and the key players that appear in Act 1 emphasize Bath as an important social setting and class status unfold. Captain Jack Absolute is a protagonist, is an ensign Beverly. He disguises himself to win Lydia's love since she is only interested in marrying a person who is below her social status. Jack must balance this true identity with Lydia's romantic ideals. So, this particular play, Lydia Languish, she is the protagonist, a young woman obsessed with romantic novels and ideas of love. The conflict in her character is her romantic ideals clash with the reality of her social position. Lydia is central to the misunderstanding of the play because her unrealistic expectation of love drive much to the plot. Introduction of Mrs. Malaprop. Lydia's guardian, a comedy character known for her misuse of words, malapropism, trying to appear educated but constantly misusing the word. Lydia's romance. Lydia is determined to marry beneath her status for love. Jack's father is introduced as a strict status conscious figure who expects Jack to marry for social gain. The conflict between romantic love and social duty is set up. Themes of Act 1 are love versus duty, deception, satire of social class. The use of language in Act 1, malapropism. Mrs. Malaprop misuse the words which adds humor and showcases Sheridan's skillful use of language. Wit and satire. Dialogue in Act 1 is filled with wit, used to critique societal norms, particularly regarding class and education. Character development. The language also reveals character traits. So, the summary of which the major events and characters introduced in the prologue and Act 1, and it also emphasizes the themes love, deception, social critique, and also Sheridan's use of humor, and the complications that are being in the plot is clearly dealt in Act 1.